Midway Atoll is a small uninhabited island in the Pacific Ocean, which is home to 3 different species of albatross with an estimated total of 1.39 million birds. Unfortunately, of the estimated 7 billion tonnes of plastic waste which enters the world's oceans each year, a large portion of this is collected by the ocean's currents and amassed off the shores of Midway Atoll in one of the ocean's many garbage patches. Lavers and Bond describe how the albatross confuse the brightly coloured plastics in the ocean for squid and crustaceans, often feeding their young chicks plastics which collect in their stomachs and remain there until the bird dies. Soleo, Sievert and Samuel discuss how the ingested plastic may cause starvation through inaccurate feelings of satiation, erode or cause lacerations to the chick's digestive system. The impetus behind my choice of topic was an article titled "For Midway Atoll's Birds, Plastic is the Main Dish." In this article, the author aims to raise awareness of how the marine waste issue is affecting wildlife such as Midway Atoll's albatross. I researched this topic primarily through the internet using Google Scholar and science journals such as Elsevier and SpringerLink. One aspect of this research topic which I found difficult was finding relevant and current scientific data. Most of the peer-reviewed and published academic papers which I found on this topic were outdated, so the environmental impact was not necessarily relevant to the present-day problem. Though there are many recent news articles on Midway Atoll's albatross population, I found many to be emotive and have little factual information. Waste entering Australian waters from our east coast is shown by the adrift map to be carried on the currents up the coast towards Indonesia, and over a 10-year period these plastics will travel as far as the coast of South America. Marine waste is an international issue for which everyone must take responsibility. The New South Wales Government lists litter as one of the 4 key contributors to stormwater pollution, one of our largest contributors to marine waste. The albatross of Midway Atoll ingests these plastics, some of which are broken down into many smaller pieces of plastic, and once the bird has passed, the plastics remain as the bird degrades, ready to be ingested by another albatross and begin the cycle again. The Marine National Monument states that an estimated 50 tonne of marine waste is removed from the atoll each year. This waste washes up on the beaches of Midway Atoll almost as fast as the volunteers can clean it up. This image shows a beach only 1 month after being cleared, the amount of debris washed ashore. However, it is not only the plastics which we can see that are threatening animals and birds such as the albatross, but the microplastics, which are the product of degraded plastic bottles, toothbrushes and other forms of marine waste, which range in size from a grain of sand to 5 millimetres. The impact of waste on the albatross is tragic. However, several studies have found that the high mortality rate amongst these birds was more due to lead poisoning from decommissioned military buildings on site than from ingested plastic. However, it is difficult to comprehend that plastics are not causing more damage than is described by Soleo, Sievert and Samuel and by Lavers and Bond when photographer Chris Jordan records birds dying on the sand and then dissected to reveal large amounts of plastic consuming the space in their stomachs, with the plastic sizes being much larger and of greater quantity than described in the above studies. The current volume of plastics which the albatross are ingesting may have been found to be negligible to mortality rates, but concerns were raised by those conducting the studies that if marine waste volume increases, it is likely to become a larger threat to the albatross. The marine waste which we are polluting our waterways with is not environmentally sustainable, and while this is being dealt with on national and international levels, more responsibility must be taken by the individual, as the best form of environmental protection is prevention. The effect of marine waste on Midway Atoll's albatross population could be adapted well to suit the Year 1 science curriculum, as one of the key ideas that Year 1 students work on is cause and effect relationships. The impact of pollution on the albatross can be used to observe and describe the cause and effect of this issue. Specifically, content descriptors ACSSU 211, Living Things Live in Different Places Where Their Needs Are Met, can be used to observe how the albatross needs are being impacted, and ACSHE 021, Science Involves Observing, Asking Questions About and Describing Changes in Objects and Events, can be used to observe and inquire into the process leading to marine waste and the environmentally unsustainable impact of this.